Okay, welcome back to this afternoon. So we'll just start by just opening the space. We'll just rub the palms together, draw the thumbs to the sternum. And so just to open this space this afternoon, we'll chant the Adi mantra and we'll follow it with the heart protection mantra. We'll inhale deeply and together to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Ad Kare Name, Jugad Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Kare Name, Jugad Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Ad Kare Name, Jugad Kare Name, Sat Kare Name, Siri Gurudeve Name. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath, gather yourself fully. And gently exhale. Okay, so this afternoon we're going to do a process for the full moon on Sunday. And so before we do that, we're just going to talk a bit about the space weather of now. And this full moon that we're moving towards, and just all the energies at play right now that are going to help you just have an understanding of why we're doing what we're doing.
I think firstly, being in the heart chakra, Venus gate portal right now, it's a very wonderful opportunity for manifesting. We don't really manifest from the head, we manifest from the heart. And coming into the full moon, when we're in this sort of phase where it's between the new moon and the full moon, this is the manifestation period. So right now when we're doing this and we're recording this, we're in this sort of 2-week zone of really wanting to think about what is it, what is actually the theme of this moon cycle? What is actually real for me right now? Is this what I choose? Do I need to make some adjustments? That might be a way you could think about it. Or it could be, what energy could I harness right now to really set some things in motion or to bring to light? And the full moon is the point where we bring things to light. What do I want to bring to light right now? So these are nice things to start to sort of contemplate as we go into the process that we'll go through. But there's some big planetary sort of aspects that I'm not going to go too deep into the astrology, but we were sort of noticing today that I need my photo for this because don't have my memory. The planets are paired off, and I think this is quite cool and pretty unique. So right now we have got Pisces. In Pisces, Saturn and Neptune are right next to each other. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and it's that real deep sort of mystical, watery aspects, with Saturn being the ruler, the governor. So there's a relationship there. Then we have Jupiter and Venus are quite close together. Venus is in the sign of Gemini and Jupiter has just moved out of Gemini. So you've got Jupiter, and we worked with the Jupiter energies this morning. They're the big, expansive energies. Venus, we know, is in a Venus gateway. So that's a really nice point to sort of contemplate right now. We're really in the heart opening expansion. That's in the sign of Gemini, which sort of brings around themes of relationships, polarities as well, like we were talking about, separation. Maybe these are some major themes that are coming up or that you might want to start to pay attention to, which is always good to be paying attention to your relationships. It's relationships to significant others, relationships to parents, relationship to yourself. Even what's the relationship that you have to, I don't know, food? What's my relationship to society? What's my relationship? So relationship is literally just a relay. How am I relaying with this information? And there's a bigness to that right now and a heartedness to that, which I think is nice to think about. And we have Uranus and Mercury are in Taurus with the Sun. I always sort of, do you know much about Uranus? I find Uranus quite unusual and weird. I think that's kind of what it is. It's the unusual weirdness.
Isn't it? Yeah, totally. Yeah, underneath, the underworld.
And with Mercury there, Mercury is the governor of communication. In an earth sign, so there's a fixed, so Taurus is fixed, it's very stubborn, it's very sort of solid. But how maybe we're looking at themes of, wow, just think about the weird, strange manner in which the world is being communicated to, like how narratives are being sort of just like paraded and changed in front of you. I think that's pretty relevant for right now. But what just occurred to me, and then Mars is by itself there in Aries, which Mars is very at home in Aries.
And it's funny because Uranus is like that. Yeah, is normally the stuff we don't really want to address. And then Mercury can also be seen as the trickster.
Yes.
And that's like you're saying, this fixed sign of Taurus, which is like steady. So it's like,
and
I'm not gonna.
It's interesting. So they're all in pairs.
Yes.
In these signs.
Yes, and the Sun is in Taurus right now, so it's like the light is on. It's so obvious. I saw this reel this morning of this American woman who was pulled over by a police officer saying, and he's filming it, and he goes, "I saw you with your holding your phone in your right hand. Do you deny it?" And she lifted her arm. She lifted her arm up, and she
has no
amputee.
Arm.
Yeah,
oh, it's an amputee.
Yeah, so there was no way she was holding, and she's like, "No, you didn't." And he wouldn't let the narrative go. He kept pressing, "Well, this is what I saw," and she's like,
"But I don't have a right arm."
"But you didn't see that. You can't have seen that." And it's just extraordinary how that is such a prominent form of communication that is dying, because we can see it, everyone can see it, but that has been used massively in politics, the controlling of the narrative and telling people what you want them to hear and people just kind of going along with it. That's a very Uranus-Mercury relationship. But yeah, so what's fascinating about the astrology right now is you've got all of these pairings, and we could probably dissect that a whole lot more. But
well, they're all in different places, like in different constellations.
They're literally
like different
around.
clans.
Oh yeah, and what I was saying this morning is like, it almost feels like they've kind of paired off and they're sizing up each other.
What's Scorpio doing? Talk to me.
Scorpio, well, the full moon on Sunday will be in Scorpio.
Yeah, it's
In the real sky.
in the real, not tropical. Yeah,
Yes.
That's
Correct. Yes, tropical astrology has the sun in Sagittarius for this full moon, but it will be in Scorpio in the sky. So,
Is there an app that does like, everything's always the other astrology? Is there any?
yes, we have,
Because I like that one you can look around in, but I'm like, does this say?
That's just looking at this. That's
It's
looking at the
literally just
sky.
looking, yeah.
Um,
But that will tell you what planets, where the planets are, obviously,
Yes.
that's sky view.
So then you get to learn what the constellations are and where the planets are.
And you have an
In real
There
time.
is an app for that? Or?
Yeah.
Yes, that's
So-
the one that you're talking about,
That's
the
the one
sky
you're
blue.
talking
Yeah, but then to correlate with
the astrology.
what you're.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I'm just struggling to get my head around it, so I obviously need to mess around
the
with it at home.
the MIZ that where we do the charts.
Yes.
We have a website that we can send to you, and they do astrology chart reading. For the real sky, and you can also get your own sidereal chart from this site too, which is pretty handy. Did you do yours, Cass?
I did.
You didn't like it?
I hated it.
Yeah.
Well, it actually refunded me.
Oh, why
Bless
did you
them.
hate
Did
it?
you complain?
Well, I said, look, this just doesn't feel right. It just fundamentally does not. I had like a really big reaction to it. And then I sort of went away and read it, and they were so lovely about that. Like, they were like, absolutely no questions asked. I said, because I just literally said, this just does not feel right. They're like, okay.
What
and
didn't feel right?
It just like, well, I don't know. And then I realised it's this bullshit narrative I've been telling myself.
Leela had the same response.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. It was actually why it took us so long to actually be able to, because I've been going, this is nuts, I'm not going to keep doing this. But Leela was, it was easy for me because I didn't change from being Cancer, but Leela did
See,
change.
that's the thing. They're telling me I'm a different
Yes,
sign.
exactly.
I'm like,
But my issue was less about me believing
Earlier.
that I was
changes.
changing.
Yes.
Oh, initially, I was
Yes.
kind of like, that's not true.
Yeah.
But when I,
Well, yeah, because you were very attached to your...
my Capricorn,
Yes, you were.
I'm
Yes.
very attached to my big three, you know, and
Yes.
I have so much around it.
but it
yeah.
took what took me forever. What it took forever to land was I could not. How do I say it? The way that I understood tropical astrology was the stars and the sun were infusing the codes of the zodiac
Yeah. Which is
onto
my
us here at
understanding.
Earth. So
Depending when we're born, yes.
that is wrong.
Right.
No, that is not wrong. That is not how tropical astrology actually explains
Right.
it. Tropical astrology does not have a map in the sky. It
Right.
has a fixed map over the Earth.
A fixed map.
A fixed map.
Whereas
over
you
the
were
Earth.
always teaching it the
I was
other way.
always teaching it the other way, and then there was, I was talking to Michaela. I kind of had it out with Michaela, and I was like, I just, why can't I get this? Like, I couldn't
Yeah.
understand why I didn't get it. And then and she's like, no, the map is not up there, it's here. And I was just like, oh my God, and it floored me. And then I went on to have
Because it was like it's like the calendar system.
Yeah.
It's the calendar system to astrology.
Ah,
That's exactly
I
what it
see.
is. They've taken something and gone, it
Let's
could
just make
be
this
better.
big.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It could be better if this was even.
Yeah.
It would be way better if this was even. Let's make it even. But the constellations aren't even. Some constellations are massive.
longer.
nor
Yeah.
are they fixed.
No, they're not.
Also
They're moving.
Yeah.
But it's like some are long and some are short. And there's also some that they don't even recognise.
Yeah.
So it's the same as all the other stuff. It's another constraint.
It's another construct on top.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's when I got to that, I was like,
Shit.
it
Yeah,
makes
yeah, yeah.
no
makes
difference
sense
what
now.
sign I am.
No.
I could be Capricorn, I could be fucking Sagittarius, which is what I am in
Yes,
sidereal.
that's what I am too.
I could be,
Yeah.
yeah. Very interesting. We're having a very similar thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
because what were you before? Capricorn.
Capricorn.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah, because you're
not a
both
few days
attached to
apart.
this idea.
oh,
Yeah.
I was attached to. I'm Scorpio in the tropical, and I think I'm Virgo. I don't know. I haven't even retained it because I was like, fuck off. You can't tell me I'm not.
I know, it's just, and it's silly.
But I think that in itself is I'm just going to say, just from a yogic teaching point of view, that is part of it. So that's why, going back to what we started, do you remember when you came in and we were talking about back in the day when we wore turbans and we had different names?
Yeah.
That was the point of actually having a spiritual name.
Yeah.
It was to move away from this labeling that you'd been
this
given.
identity.
That's right.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to take on your true nature, your true persona. And we have been so, and this is it, like it's actually bizarre that we would so attach to it. I am this. And we have no.
But to be honest, when I looked at the two of them, I was like, to be fair, I think I did very much identify with Scorpio, but if I was to be real with myself, it's interesting that you're telling me just about now at this point in my life that I might be something else, because I don't really know if I identify with her anymore anyway.
And that's exactly right.
And is that what happens?
Yes.
Like with that astrology?
Yes.
So you change, right?
Well, that's right, which is all part of, whenever that reaches you, isn't that part of your
new
own
season.
evolution?
Yeah, I was like,
And so,
this could be a thing.
well,
but
that's exactly right.
I
So,
was like, I'm fucking too confused right now. I just need an app or something.
is it that we just actually go through a evolution?
Yeah.
And we realise, I have been making myself
I'm done with Scorpionism.
well, because you take on,
Yeah.
you're taking on. I mean, I just to simplify it, that sort of Capricorn. I'm my work ethic, my da da da. Do you know what I mean? Therefore, that what becomes you. It's kind of wild, isn't it? It's the same as getting divorced. People sort of talk about, and then I became this
now
new.
I am a divorced woman.
Exactly, and I've become this. It's just the same, isn't it? We become something based on what we've decided, the label. I'm a mother. I'm not a mother. I'm a this. I'm not this. And so
Going through a Scorpio
it's actually a bit like Lila
divorce.
said. It doesn't actually. I think the point is we need to let go of attaching ourselves to being something.
Totally.
We are not. I'm not a Cancerian. I just happened to be born at a time when the Cancer constellation was in the sky. That's what happened. It didn't make me a Cancerian human.
No, and it's the point when you're a child or you're a teenager and you start reading horoscopes.
Yes.
And you attach an identity because that's the age that you start to need an identity.
Yes, and you're trying to find. You want to find out the future, and you want to know that you're going to get everything that you want.
And you start to get involved and interested in mystical stuff. It's like there are stars that predict my future.
Or else you've got a certain set of behaviours and you go, I'm Scorpio. What did you expect?
Yes.
Yes, and so it's just another, isn't it? It's another blame. It's another way that we can get an excuse. Oh, it's okay. I can be like that.
Yeah.
Or a
bit of a
relatable
thing.
It's like,
Oh, relatable. Yes. Oh, exactly. Oh, you are too. Oh, we're the same.
We're the same.
Yeah.
Oh, we both behave the same because we are. It's like, maybe.
Yeah. Have you ever thought to question that?
Yeah. And so the whole thing is just part of the peeling back. And I think that's why I even think the more that I sort of undo my undoingness of it, I love it even more. And I love the way people keep coming up with different, like there's this idea, it's sidereal astrology. I really love how the lady that I like, that
Pillars of the Moon.
what's her name? Anyway, she's just brilliant. I just love everything about her. She is so Rebecca.
Who is she? Rebecca
Something. She's called Pillars of the Moon. What I love about her
She's
is
so English.
she's very English. That I do love about her. Secondly, she literally doesn't care.
Yeah.
She sometimes pops on and does something, and then she'll come back. She'll go, "Hello, my lovelies. I've just been very busy, so I haven't done a moon report." She doesn't care. No. She literally doesn't care. And I've been busy with the village and the gardening, and and then she'll go into her stories, and she's telling stories, which is beautiful. But also, I think she calls it like astronomy. It's like astronomical astrology, which I think is really nice too. So it's just relating to what, and that's much nicer way of thinking about it. She's just taking an app, looking at what's actually happening in the sky and reading it, and then she's telling us a yarn.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what they would have done back in the day, which is that thing I've sent to you.
Okay.
It's just about the stories that used to be told based on what women would have been seeing, and they go to their children, look, and these eyes are looking down on us, and then this is it, and these are the stories, and that's what we want really more than anything. Anyway, that's what I think about it. Less being something, less it consuming us, so that we have to buy a mug.
Well, and I think maybe
or a necklace, or
Some kind of merch.
because I can't possibly not be a Capricorn. I'm going to have to buy
No, I have to replace my necklace and my mugs.
and my tattoo.
Oh my gosh! I haven't done that.
God.
Exactly. So anyway, you just see it. We're very, we're
But
very
also
attached.
too, I think it's I think our human the human being needing to know where we came from. So we're like taking things probably too literally. We're taking the stories too literally, or maybe not literally enough. It's just like
Yes, and that's an interesting one because I think I can hear what you're saying, like where we came from. What I tend to hear, especially in people, is who am I? So actually, we want someone or something to tell us who we are. We want to be told who we are. It's the same as we talk about in tantric numerology.
yeah.
The difference in tantric numerology is it's just like the numbers there, and that's what I always say. You can either take this, and that'll be that, and you never have to think about, just be it.
Yeah.
Or you can carry on the endless journey of looking at your gene keys and your human design and your do you know what I mean? Like you can just keep going forever.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is it's just a desire to know who you are. And we keep thinking we're going to find that outside, which comes back to what we were talking about before. But you're God.
Yeah, we're God.
So you already know who you are. You're God.
Yeah,
So actually,
it's great, isn't it?
literally, as Leela said, you are anything you want to be. And so I actually love deeply that you had that reaction to this.
And even when I had it, I was like, I know I'll be back. Like I thought that. I was like, I'll probably be back. But right now, I am not ready to accept that. I'm listening to Jenny Nicholas on a Monday. I've got my whole
still
thing.
on.
I was not like, that's my construct. That's what I work in. That's how I plan my week. Is around this stuff. Around as a Gemini rising, I am not willing to be told otherwise right now. But I did think, look, my mind is probably going to be changed because it kind of does make sense that it would shift.
Yeah.
It's not like you to have a tantrum about something.
No, I was
Jess.
literally, I'm trying to remember the song to be able to annoy you with it, but I can't.
My white blood cells.
Yeah.
My
Healthy
white
and
blood cells. Healthy.
to
No, it was
protect me.
Yeah,
What is it?
It was something like that.
it was
Anyway.
something. It was
So-
so romper room. Yeah.
Foxy, just to fill you in,
Oh
when
my gosh,
when we
Why
casted the
did we
training,
not do it? I'm sure we did it with
training.
Foxy was here.
Maybe, I don't know.
sure
But
we did the white
when
blood cells.
Sam, when we sort of went, okay, we have a celestial communication for the immune system, and we taught it, and we're all doing it, and Cass just stood there. She's just like, I'm not doing this.
Oh yeah.
And she just
I feel like I might have been here for that, but I was in.
Well, no, we did it. I think we did it again at some
We
point.
did-
You
we-
weren't there on that one, but
No,
that was-
yeah.
Oh,
Just
we
like
bought it- I
white
think we
blood
might have
cells.
bought it
It's
back
just, you know, sometimes when you hear a song and you're like, oh God, I can't. I just
I know
had
we
this
did one
reaction.
dancing one.
Yeah,
It was
it was
like-
pretty good.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
A minute.
Special.
I couldn't compute. It just
So, yeah.
shut my whole system down.
Really?
It did. It's just like, it was like a smell or something. It was just this song. I was like, oh no, I don't
Every
know what
now
it
and
is.
then you have to fucking challenge everything though, right?
I just
Like,
thought it was
thanks for the
so-
spirituality, but fuck it
Yeah,
off.
no,
I
just
don't like
Courage to
just
just stand
not
there.
into
Yes,
it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a real personal power moment, Cass.
Yes.
You're like, this is not right for me.
This is not right.
I'm not even going to
Stood up a
pretend
hill.
that
Yeah.
it's. I'm just going to be like,
It's not
no.
right for me.
I thought it must have been the one that we all did together, and I was like, I must have been seriously in that shit if I didn't notice you having a tantrum.
No, I had a tantrum, and then I couldn't stop laughing. I got the giggles, and it was just all sorts of bad.
The whole
It's really
moment.
mature reaction.
But yeah, so I think that's a very good. Yes, I think
Yeah.
that has summed up quite a lot about what's happening. So that the full moon is in Scorpio,
Yes.
which and it's also micro. We like this as well about this full moon. It's a micro full moon. So that means
Oh, yeah, I
that
saw that in the almanac. What does that
yeah,
mean?
so that means that it's not as close. So you know how normally, well, sometimes we have the super
moon.
ones.
Ah,
That's when
it's
they're
further
very
away.
close, and then the tides are massively affected, and we have super high tide, and we can really feel the pull of this. Whereas when the full moon is a micro one, it's like
It's a
further
little
away.
bit further away.
So we don't.
The
Sorry.
gravitational
Yeah.
force
Yeah.
isn't as strong, which means you're not being pulled as much. You're not being tugged. So a lot of the what are they called? Old wives' tales, not old wives' tales, but lots happen on full moons. Hospitals go crazy on full moons. Women give birth on full moons. Like the full moon has a thing. It's because the gravitational pull is strong while the light is at its maximum. So that's very activating for living
that's
creatures.
right. And so
My
as
work
we're
is hard
cyclical,
around full moon.
Yes,
Yeah,
and all the ancestral stuff and everything is like.
and it's light. So if you think about it, so it's like sometimes you can't tell if it's day or night. The moon is so bright you can't tell. So that in itself is having an effect on our circadian rhythm as well.
Yes.
So there's so much occurring.
And it should. It's supposed to.
Yes.
It's you're not supposed to really sleep very much if you can't sleep on a full moon because it's bright. Like
And that's
it's
why.
part of it. Anyway.
So yeah.
And so the next morning after that, you probably won't get up and see the sun and have your glass of water before going for a walk and doing all the things that you're supposed to do.
Because you're wiped out by the full moon.
Yeah.
So, but this is a micro moon. And also what I love about that is that it seems like that, it's like slightly, and I really like this idea, it's like slightly further away. And it's a Scorpio full moon. So Scorpio is all that stuff underneath. It's like a little, So it actually says to me that this is a subtler, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be. So I think we can get caught up in, again, like we have done, talking earlier, that powerful needs to be that our body starts juddering around the place and jumping up and down and we're having some kind of full frenzy nervous system activation. What if powerful can be subtle? And what if realizations come through the dream state or a sort of thinning of the veil where you're seeing things that normally seem hidden. But because this this full moon is that sort of slightly less there, but it's still in the shadows of Scorpio, we sort of see some things that we hadn't noticed before. And they come out. And it's not quite such a punch in the stomach.
Yes, it's not very confronting.
It's much more that we actually have those, or we process them in our dream state. So the dreams perhaps would be deeper, and those realizations come through that. So sort of subtle powerfulness. So I always think Scorpio is the sex, drugs, and rock and roll of the
zodiac.
And so it's literally all the stuff that happens, to do with that. So it's
I just realised what I've actually organised to do on Sunday. How nice is this? This is real village stuff. So me and a few of my neighbours, we're getting all of our citrus off our trees and we're going to our friend Mandy's house and we're making
lemonade.
Limoncello. We're making all different varieties of limoncello.
how lovely.
Delightful.
Oh, that's perfect. That's very village.
Very village and very Scorpio.
And also autumnal and all the things.
Yes, perfect.
And we have to buy cheap vodka and let it rest for 3 months. But it's happening on the moon.
That's nice. That's
So
a
there we go.
perfect time.
That's my
And
invitation
abundance.
for everyone to do is something villagey and a
Yes.
bit naughty.
I planned to cook with my friend is coming over and I'm cooking on Sunday. I just remembered.
Yeah, so that's nice.
That's nice.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah, it's things like that.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I like that. It's to do something that's, community and a bit naughty. Well, I think to redefine what naughty is, actually.
Yes.
Maybe I'll do it naked.
Yeah, I love that for you, especially the cooking.
Yeah.
Just an apron.
It's a bit risky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Open the door, just wearing the apron.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Come in.
To my full moon Scorpio den.
I'm training my friends in. None of them do that. They're fucking cool. You bet that friend.
Yeah. They wouldn't blink twice if
Oh, it's a new thing she's
In the
doing.
village, they're all doing it. So my friends down here, no, we don't. There's no clothes taking off anyway.
So there's a lot of other stuff sort of happening in and around. I feel like these next couple of months as we go towards the winter solstice, and the winter solstice is June the 21st. I feel like this next month really, because we really are heading really now into the depth, which is kind of nice having a Scorpio full moon just to sort of guide that path. So when we think about that and heading towards the solstice, it really is about that going inward and taking time to reflect and getting quieter, getting stiller, being getting stuff prepared, preserving.
Yes, preserving.
So it's such a good time, and there there's lots of other sort of aspects that are coming into play. And I'm pretty sure, so I read that, so where Jupiter is right now is, as Leela was saying, in...
Well, it's moved from Gemini to, what's next?
it's going to Cancer.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And so on June the 2nd, Jupiter moves into Cancer, which is not far off actually, is it? So
Tuesday.
yeah, and so that's Jupiter's home. So it's kind of exalted in that sign. And so really that's a powerful time of manifestation, and also being able to sort of call in ultimate dreams and hopes. And to think that it's Jupiter expanding really what should be potentially maybe the thing that we most crave, which is the things around home, safety, nourishment, those types of things. They're really what most of us at a lower chakra level crave. And if we were sitting content in all of those, potentially it would be much easier to open the lotus flower of our heart. And so it could be, rather than seeing it as, oh great, it's an opportunity to manifest my Porsche, whatever, then it's actually thinking, yeah, what truthfully, so if we think about what we were talking about, truthful, which is heartfelt, what is my most heartfelt desires that are not based on the fears of my lower chakras? Stories. And that's really what we have that capacity to drop into now.
Yeah, that's great.
And I think that simplifies. So Scorpio being that sort of underworld element and the things that we don't normally want to do, that is really about, well, could we possibly clear out some of these subconscious spider webs?
Yeah.
So that we can find this exalted place within our heart, and then open to truly knowing what it is to feel at home.
That's nice.
Which is it, really.
Yeah.
It's what we all want, to feel at home.
Yeah.
And if we don't have the stories attached to that, of what that means and what we didn't have and what it should have looked like, we no longer have to worry. We can just actually feel at home. And then we'll want everyone to feel at home with us. And everyone will be happy.
Yeah.
And peaceful and free.
If everyone felt like that, the world would be a very different place.
Well, that's right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give us all a little piece of paper, give you an opportunity to write down your full moon intentions. We're going to write them down, and then when you listen to this online, you can do the same thing now. So I'll get everyone a piece of paper.
I've seen lotus flowers in Sanford, like there's just on signs around, like they just were jumping out at me, and I'm like, oh look, there's not. Oh my gosh, there's another one. It's really odd. Yeah, it's more than you think, just hanging out on signs and
interesting.
hanging around. And
Now that you're aware.
yeah,
Now that we are listening. Thanks. Let me find a pen. Throwing paper around. There we go. I think that works. Not sure if I do actually. Maybe just test it first. And if you feel a bit stuck on this, perhaps a good way to enter would be, if I had no fear, I would
Yeah, thank you. I think I needed that.
Yeah. If I had no fear. So just think, if I had none of the, yeah. If I got rid of the spider webs from my lower chakras, what is it that I would want to bring into being? You done? Are we complete? Great, let's begin.